Hey everybody. Oh, now the printer starts. Oh, that's going to take up a lot of ink. I wasn't thinking about that so much, was I? I need to figure out my settings, guys. Hold on, let me set this up better. Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Getting some coffee today. It's working on the Feral Ghoul Part 15. Today, we're going to be Jesse Jones. Hey guys, good morning. Oh, we got Kevin. Kevin's here. Hey, good morning, Kevin. Shake and bake, and I helped. Kevin, I can tell by that quote, you're an old dog like myself, because that was a cartoon that ran rampant in the 70s for Shake and Bake. Hellfire Zombie, holy cow, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. There's Brian. But anyway, a Shake and Bake commercial. It's just like, Mikey, he likes it. Hey, Mikey. There's Jort. Nice. Look at. Good morning. Yeah, we're gonna. I have an old head cast of myself, and we're going to slip the spandex hood under the head cast and zip the neck around it and glue it. I have a funny story to tell you guys really quickly before the stream starts. My life changed a little bit in the past since when I started. When I started the YouTube channel was 11 years ago. 10 years ago, I think? Yeah, about 10 years ago. Where's the beef? 10 years ago when I started the YouTube channel, I basically left Hollywood. I said goodbye and wanted to stay home and make things and have fun making it and try to take a stab at making a living at it. And so in order to do that, you have to stay at it full steam. You make content, make videos, and put up patterns. And so I was going pretty strong for a while. And then COVID came. Focus. Oh, okay, come on. Why does it do that sometimes? There you go. Now I can see the side of the curtain. Hold on, guys. I'm just really obsessed with this. Set up my wall here better. Yeah, I think that's where it needs to be. Yeah, it's better. And I was able to do it for a while, taking care of myself. And then, like I said, I got married. And then I realized I had to change and make some more income. So I had to get back in the movie industry. It was a good run. I ran and did my own YouTube thing and sustained myself with it for 9 years. And then COVID, and then the economy. I got married. So now now I still do my YouTube stuff, but when work calls and something comes up, I jump on it. And so occasionally things will jump up and it's fun, quick jobs, whatnot. And what happened? I have something printing and it's taking forever to print. So what happened was I got a phone call from a company, and they needed some stuff made for a show. And there's a costume, and they allowed, like, hey, can you make this in 3 days? I'm like, it's tight, it's doable, but I can. So I agreed to that. And then another job called up and said, hey, we need to make these barrels, and we need 6 of them, and they have to go out by Friday. I'm like, okay. So I literally showed up, and it turned out both the jobs were at the same place, and I was able to pull it off doing these jobs. And of course it's all NDA stuff. Again, I can't go into details or show pictures, but I have photographs, and when that day comes, when they go live, one's for a commercial and one's for a TV show. But once they're done, I'll show you pictures. But it was so fun. I came out and knocked them out, and both jobs for a couple of days. But when you put them all together, it was like a solid week, a solid week of work, which was nice. So don't talk about the barrels. Well, I didn't go into details of what barrels they are, or what they are. Becky, how you doing? Good morning, everybody. Going Ape costume in the house. Hey guys, really quickly, if you guys are close to ElcoCon, our own Going Ape costume is going to be at the Elko Con and Nevada, and she will be there judging one of the judges of the costume contest. And I'm very proud of her because she's a bit of a local rock star, and I'm very proud of her. So she's oh, and our own Troy. Oh, that's right, Troy, and Casey Renee. That's right. I think it's great they're rotating, bringing people in. I think Casey Renee is great. I think Casey Renee is going to enjoy it so much she's not going to want to. She's definitely going to want to come back. Because Casey and I are like, we like the small cons where you can be a little bit more intimate. You can talk to people. Because it's like, that's one thing I liked about Elko. Elko was very quaint, and everybody was super appreciative. Elko was like, oh my God, it's so great for you guys to be here. They're really nice. It's like they weren't so jaded and spoiled like big cities are. Because they're used to having cons, and now they have a con. And whoever brainstormed this convention in Elko is genius. It's like, that's something they desperately needed. Because Salt Lake apparently is the biggest one near to them, the Salt Lake City Con. I think it was funny too. I think the year that I attended, Salt Lake was all bent out of shape. That they're like, Elko could get Evil Ted, but you guys can't. But again, I have such a soft spot in my heart for for Elko. So if they ever want me back, Elko Con, I am coming back. So I keep throwing myself out there. I know Becky pitches me a lot too, so I appreciate it. Oh, Velma's working on Salt Lake City Comic Con. That's it. She's working on them. Breaking them down bit by bit, right? Okay, anyway. Oh. Really quickly, is Kathy here yet? Kathy usually comes in our stream. We play games here on the live stream, and I have 8x10s. We do giveaways. So all you guys who are watching right now, if you're new to my channel, it's your first time watching, please hang out. But do not forget to like and subscribe. Leave comments below, because today we're working on my Feral Ghoul costume. We made the tunic, and I'm going to attach a spandex hood to it. And the reason being is I made this mask. This is all completely foam fabricated and covered with foam clay, and I'm really happy how it turned out. And the teeth are my favorite. She's trying to soften their tarts. I know I haven't done this in a while, but now I don't have any hair. So that's something an issue, but it is a tight fit, no doubt about it. Once it's painted, it's going to be terrifying. But I remembered, I don't know how well you guys are going to hear me with this thing on. This is my first completely foam fabricated mask, and I'm so happy how it turned out. And so it was a little bit of a challenge for me. And I've seen people do some things, but I'm thinking, how could I make a mask and keep it low profile and still make it look like a monster? And this is it. It was fun, bit of a learning curve, but it all came together, and now we're going to wear it. And I realized that there's a neck piece I'm going to wear, and I want to keep the neck piece so it doesn't stick out or flop out. And so the trick to have that attached to a hood. When you work in the makeup industry, when you have like monster collar neck pieces, they usually have a spandex hood. The foam is glued to under the hood, so a guy slips it goes flush, so you don't see it. And goodness gracious, sorry. let's show you guys. Here we go. This is the spandex hood we got right here. Flesh color, of course, and my headpiece, my little tunic here. We're going to go ahead and, but before we do that, let's bring this up a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. I'm going to have a plaster cast on my head. Alright, so now, see how the spandex hood's gathering? I'd like to have that stick down a little bit more. I wonder if we could just, I'd like to have it a little bit more, like that. Yeah, let's just do a little, maybe just do a little contact cement. I want to have this a little bit more taut when I go to put this on the, because my plan is we're going to unzip this and put it on here, but I want to make sure that this, I want to make it a little bit more taut. Man, I was so thin back then. This is a skinny little head. Like a head cast when I was in my 20s. I think I was 27 or 28 when I had this done. Young me. Alright, yeah, let's do that. All right. Someone tried to pass off movie money at one of our casinos last night. Oh, Becky, that's awesome. That is a felony. That is like, people thinking they're gonna be cute and funny with that. That they don't realize. Like, I know, because when I was young, like, oh, it'd be fun to make some fake money and try to pass it off or what. People don't realize that that's a serious crime. Counterfeit. We're working on this. Hey, Gundam says I'm working on a Nerf smart gun now. So invested in that, but paying attention to the video, if not chat. All right, Gundam. I understand. Working on that gun. Hopefully the hood doesn't make the head too tight to put on. No, that's the thing. It's stretchy enough because with the here's from Jesse. The trick is I'm gluing the on the neck piece. I'm not gluing all the way around. The thing is I'm tacking I want to get the spandex a little bit more taut on the front, so I'll just tack that down with some contact cement in a second here. I'm going to do that and tack it down a little bit here in the back. But when I glue it on, I'm only going to glue the neck for the front half of the mask. So it's going to be glued, the jawline of the neck piece is going to be glued here and here, but the back is going to stay open. So and I'll glue like portions of it, but I'm leaving it so it stretches. And the spandex is really stretchy. I'm gonna glue as much as I can and then let it dry and then pull on it and see what it's like. I feel that I only need like this much of a stretch to get it on. So I want to glue on enough to when I slip my head in and zip it up, it'll be fine. But again, how much do you glue? You really don't know, so you have to test it. So my plan is I'm only going to glue the first half. And if I put it on and there's still a lot of slack in it, and it stretches a lot, then I'll probably end up gluing even more. So it's a little bit of a trial and error thing. Needs a gimbal. Split the front seam a little and don't open. So you can get. Yeah, Becky. Yeah, it's like the spandex hoods are really stretchy, and so that's why. Look, the one I got here, it's really thin and really sheer. It's really stretchy, and I'm so happy I found flesh colored. It's awesome. I'm so glad I have that. And then when I go to paint it, I can airbrush up on it a little bit, darken it and shade it to make it so it doesn't stand out so much. People try to pass fake money all the time, but it's printed with motion picture purpose. It's printed with motion picture purpose only. They caught them in a vault. As a roulette dealer in trouble this morning. Oh my God, I'll say. They found it in a vault. Oh, that means it got past somebody. That's the thing is the guys that pass that stuff. Here's the thing with people passing fake money, Becky, is that they know when to do it. It's like they've done it enough to where they know how to like if something's fast or something's fast. I was a kid working at a restaurant, pasta house company or something like that. There was a girl who worked the register, and she would deal with money all the time. And we actually caught somebody. This guy's, oh yeah, here, can I get change for 20? And she took it, and she grabbed it, and immediately it was like, oh, and the guy was just like kind of being impatient. And she said, yeah, sure, hold on for a second. And she said, as soon as he touched it and felt it, she knew it wasn't money. Because you touch money all the time. And it's like, especially somebody who touch, like, as soon as you touch, like, when you have nothing but money and you count money and sort money, you touch a bill, and the guy did it, but it was close, but not quite. She's like, yeah, sure. She said, hey, man, I think it's a fake. And she passed it to somebody. They came out and got the guy. Said, hey, dude, what's up? What? Oh, that wasn't me. Oh, my kids in the vault. I won't say how much they count, but it was a lot. Oh, ouch. Because here's the thing with motion picture money. It looks great. It looks good. And it's made for movies because when you watch the movies, you don't get to see it up close, but you get to see it for a couple feet away. And from a distance, like when you pull out a wad, like if you have something in your wallet, you go, it looks impressive. I have some fake money in my bedroom downstairs in my personal drawer, and I have it because I think it's fun, but I keep it in my drawer because I think it'd be fun, like if I ever have something like where somebody has to burn light something, like light their cigarette or burn something or burn money. That's why I have it for. It's just kind of cool to have, or if somebody cuts a bill, just if I ever need something like that, I have a couple bills. When I worked at this prop house, they had stacks of just like fake money. It looked really good. And one of our jobs was they would print the fake money, and we'd have to take the fake money and throw it in a cement mixer with poker chips and rocks and stuff, so it'd beat the money up and beat it down so it was soft. Kathy, hey guys, really quickly, Kathy. Yes, I was asking about you earlier, Kathy. This is your autograph signed 8x10 to Kathy. Thank you for all your support, Evil Ted. I don't have your address. I was like, yay, Kathy. And I realized, so if you get a chance today, Kathy, please DM me your address so I can mail it to you from last week when you won. Kathy won an 8x10, and I wanted to make sure she got it. Man, what is going on with my printer? Why is this thing taking so long? Anyway, okay. Okie dokie. All right, fantastic. All right, guys. Now that's out of the way. Kathy's here. We got her. She's on it. or she'd be around quite a lot from Breaking Bad, for example. Oh. All right, guys, let's get down to it. Let me get my contact cement. Let's do the overhead. Yeah, I just want to do this a little bit like that. So these spots here. Let's get a Sharpie. About there, and there. That. Let's try some white sunshine. There we go. That's better. Okay, now we got that. I don't go crazy, just a little dab right there. That. That. So the plan is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this down in the front here, and I'm going to flip around and do the same on the back here too as well. I have a soft version of this head of myself, and I could just pin it. But my thing is, the foam head is a little bit less accurate. It shrank a lot, so I just want to use it. I think the plaster one's more accurate, so I'm going to use that one instead. That's why I'm using this. I'm going to go ahead and dab just a little bit more on the fabric, because the fabric has a tendency to soak it up a little bit. So I'm just going to do just a little bit more like that. And here too, like that. Got some scrap foam here, smooth it out. catch up with chat really quick, everybody. Hey, should be. Bill Burr. I love Bill Burr. He's the modern day George Carlin. Just smart, funny, and just tears the political system down and just calls people out for what they are. Yeah, fascist and racist. I think Bill Burr one time said something that made me laugh so hard. Was that Bill likes making fun of both sides. He just likes to get people riled up one time. And there were a bunch of these women that were protesting, some feminists for women's rights, and he just totally supports them, but he just drove by and goes, "Hey, go home and make us." He's like, "Go waste your time and go home and make me a sandwich." And he said, I kept driving, just drove by and said that. And he goes, "I looked in my rearview mirror and just watched him spin out like Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw, like, just make me a sandwich," and just kept driving. Just watch him spin out. Goddamn, so funny. All right, anyway. Well, just give a couple minutes to let it dry a little bit. I'm sip my coffee because I love hanging out with you guys and talking. Oops, sorry, I got to move the microphone. The microphone's great, Ted. It works a lot better when it's closer to you. I'm gonna stick that down and then flip it over. Do the same thing in the back. And then we're going to glue, I'm going to glue a lot of, so the thing is, once I get it on there, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll just take a little bit of line on there, apply the glue, let it dry, peel it back, hot glue it. I mean, not hot glue it, but contact cement and stick it down. I'm going to do all the way up to the sides, I think. And then if it's really stretchy in the back, now I want a sandwich. Right, Neil? Make me a sandwich. Oh, it's oh my goodness. Let that dry. Because can we? Let me grab this real quick and talk about this. I can't tell you how happy I am, how well this turned out. It's all those things I just kind of projected, I think this should work. This should work, and everything it did, it ended up looking better than I thought it would. It looks very sculptural. It looks great. So it's just all this, because normally to do something like that, you sculpt it and put it in clay and you mold. It's a huge process. And to do this out of foam very quickly, it's just kind of fun. Oh, a Zap. I was going to say, is this Feral Ghoul fitted for you or someone else? It is fitted for me, Zap, for me. I am making a Feral Ghoul costume for myself. I'm a huge Fallout fan, and the game came out, and there's a lot of things I wanted to do but never got around to doing it, and so many people have already done it. I did make some Fallout armor. If you guys aren't familiar, I go to my website, eviltedsmith.com. I made some Fallout armor from Fallout 4, like the metal armor. I love that. So I made that, and I bought some Pip-Boys. I have a really elaborate Pip-Boy I bought, like a kit that lights up and stuff. And I got to still finish putting that one together. But I'm making this for myself because I'm waiting for the second season of Fallout, which they wrapped and they're editing right now, but it probably won't come until sometime next year. But I'm making this Feral Ghoul costume, so when Fallout 2 comes out, I can start walking around and go to a con in my Feral Ghoul costume. Because I have there's a thing I do every year called Monster Palooza. And Monster Palooza, speaking of Monster Palooza, I will be attending Monster Palooza. It is at Pasadena Convention Center, and it is May 30th through June 1st. I will be there. I'm going to be at the Spray Gunner booth. We're going to be painting the alien egg I made. We're going to be doing that. I'm also going to be raffling the egg off once I'm done painting it. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to be walking around with my alien egg costume on Saturday. I'm going to be at the booth for a bit of Saturday, demonstrating the airbrush and the paints and stuff, painting my doing all that, painting the egg and then giving it away, and then after that, I'm gonna walk around with my costume. It's gonna be fun. It looks cool. It's me, or it's darker than last week. The rubber? Yeah, it dried. It keeps drying. Oh, sorry. Dang it, Ted. Sorry. It's the yeah. It just no. I think it's the lighting, the video, different lighting. Everything looks. Zap goes, same here. Massive fan. Curious, what style ghoul are you going to theme or oh yes, Zap. These are great questions. I have a suit, an old costumes. I made a suit. I made a zombie costume one year for Halloween. So I went out and bought like a over the shelf, off the shelf zombie mask and some gloves, and had fun and just made it. And I bought a suit. Went to Goodwill, bought a suit, ratted it up, and put like latex and dirtied it all up. And I still have it. And so I figured I'm going to use that for the feral ghoul. I'm going to take it, but I'm going to tear it up a little bit more. I'm going to take the forearms and have the cuffs just gone, completely just shredded. So I'm going to have my big ghoul hands and make some big ghoul gloves and a suit, and have the collar opened up a little bit more. I'm still going to keep the collar on it, but have to open up the chest. So that's why I built this thing. Sorry. I built this up so I can have a shirt on underneath it. So it'll be the open chest thing, like so. And then I'll have the jacket on over this to show this, having this opening. And I'm going to be one of the more crazy, and I'm doing it more on the video game, because in the video game, they have they're just big claw hands. And in the game, they're just literally rags. They're just rags on them. So I'm not going to do the rag suit. I think it'd be kind of cool to have them have a little bit more clothing on them. Just have the arms and the feet just shredded. So they're just these big. I'm making feet as well too. I'm gonna have hands, feet, head. So we're doing the head. But what I do is I do it on my live stream. So if I was working on this as a job, I'd have this thing done already. But I always try to keep it to where I do it strictly only on my YouTube live streams, so everybody can watch it come together. Oh, Becky says, come and visit and take Fallout pics. Oh, Becky, I'd love to. It's Gundam. I tried the metal armor. Oh, the tire armor is my metal. Oh, thank you, Gundam. That's mine too. I had fun making the pattern. I was like, because I loved the game, and I looked. I was like, oh, that's a tire. It took me a while when I was watching. I'm like, wait a minute, what's that in the back? And I zoomed in. Like, oh, it's a tire. And it's just, I love it's so absurd, but it's fun. It's this piece of tire on the back. So I made the pattern so I could reproduce the tire, and I had so much fun making that and making the pattern, and it turned out looking great. And I still have mine. I got to pull it out sometime. But Becky's right. I'd love to get out there in Nevada and wear my ghoul costume. Oh, I'm going to New Vegas in November, and it's a real good in Real Good Springs Tavern. Is that the one they do the Fallout thing? Because I know that people are advertising it. I'm like, I know it's not that far from it. It's just money and time and zipping out to do something like that. We'll have to stand in line with the costume like everyone else. Wear some with me. When I cosplay, I try to go to things where I'm not working. Because if I'm working, I'm at my booth, and I don't get a chance to really run around and do as much. That's why when I go to, like Monster Palooza, I'm not working. I don't have a booth. I'm just going to walk around, have fun. So I'm going to bring the Alien Egg costume. But if this thing's done next year, I think I'll probably will, for Monster Palooza next year, I will definitely rock my Feral Ghoul costume. So that'll be fun. Okay, I think that's dry enough. Let's do it. So take this guy like this. We pull right here and stick. Look at that. Ta-da! All right, now backside, same thing. Let's go. Same. Yeah, let's do the same thing. Let's go like that. Like this. And that. got it. Okay. Then when you're doing like brushing contact cement on something like stone, you don't need more than one coat. Super thin, doesn't soak into anything. Just put that like that, let that dry. Good, good, good. Then we fold this guy back. And it's a little wider now. All right. All right, here we go. Ah, success. There we go. All right, now we have this, right? See, look at all the stretch. This is perfect. It's going to work great. All right. Let's grab this guy. Ta-da! Just like that. Right. There we go. Now you see we have this on it. The plan is we're going to just brush glue from here to here, let it dry and go beep, and push it down. That's simple. So let's do. Let's concentrate on the edge here too. Get it really good on the edge here. Oh, thank you. Oh, we got a new. It's Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Hold on, Kevin. I'll be right there. Thank you. You guys can see what I'm doing is I'm brushing the contact cement on the, really focusing on the edge of the foam here first, like that, because that's just going to soak in the most. I really want to make sure I get a good coat of contact cement on that. Go all the way down here by my ears. Sorry. And then come back in here with the contact cement and brush on the spandex hood. Okay. Yeah, let that dry a little bit longer. Hold on. All right, let's catch up. Hey, Kevin. Thank you again, Kevin, for your continued support of your $5 every time you stream. So at this, what was the job that took the longest working for a movie effects biz? Oh, wow. The longest job for me was Fifth Element. I worked on jobs. Usually it was a month or 2 months or 6. I was never. The longest job I ever had was Fifth Element. We were on that show for 7 months. I got brought in a model maker, and they were designing stuff. And I got brought in early, where we were just nothing was built. We just started building stuff. straight up, like buildings and stuff. And there was different departments, and I was with the cars. We were building cars and stuff, and there's Michael Dennis like was doing the cab, and we started carving the cab. I'm not, a lot of you people already heard the story. We're making the cab, and they sent us the blueprints for the cab because they're literally were shooting the movie. They were going in production at the same time as we were. So they were shooting the movie, and we were doing the miniatures at the same time. And Luc Besson wanted to do it in Europe, and everybody's like, "No, we're based in LA. It's like, this is where we're going to do it." So we did everything in LA for visual effects. But it was super cool because we were able to, they would send us dailies and stuff and watch. And it was super cool. Yeah, it was. But they shipped us the blueprints. We were building it, and they had pictures of the cab, and we're looking like, this doesn't look like the model. This doesn't look like the actual cab. So we called them and said, why are the blueprints different than the model? Like, oh yeah, we didn't really follow the blueprints. We built the car. So we're like, well, we have to build to match what you guys built in London, the full size car. So Leslie Eckert, my boss, flew out to London and photographed the hell out of that full size car. And he was smart. He made giant, like oversized rulers with hash marks and stuff. So we could get measurements and dimensions. It was really great. But Molly's putting in some work today. Hey, Abe, does your son stream too? I don't know. Becca says, my oldest son streams Doom from time to time, though he uses Avatar. Okay. Bethesda Games, him some nice things with Dark Ages release. Oh, that's nice, Becky. So Bethesda, are they the ones that did Doom? Is that their... Bethesda does Doom? Are they the ones that made the Doom game? Because if they did, I might have to play some Doom, because I know of the early days of Doom. I used to play Doom when you walk around and kill the monsters, but I'm sure they've gone up a ways. But if there's a good Bethesda Doom game, I'm interested, because I'm hooked on Fallout, Cyberpunk. Hey, the modifier. Good morning, my friend. Oh, Molly's the hairdryer. You're right. You're right, Neil. I totally forgot. I'm like, who's Molly? Oh, my hairdryer, Molly. Yes. Oh, Bethesda owns the ID. Oh, okay. Have they made a game with Doom? Because I love the armor, the look of the guy. I mean, I'd never build it because so many people have already done it. But I like Becky. I like what Becky did. Make one of the monsters or do something crazy. I know that the game is big because Kamui Cosplay is making the Skull Crusher weapon, and it's insane because it's her and her husband double teaming it. So the game company gave them the models, and they broke it down, and they're making it to where it moves and the gears, and it's insane. And I'm sure they're getting a pretty penny for that one too. I'm sure they're getting a lot of money to make that thing. Probably they asked for a lot of money to make that thing, because I know I would. But those guys have got that down to a system. Oh, yeah. That's it. They just released the new Doom version. Is that the one with the cloak and Doom? Oh, Modifier's doing well. Fantastic. Modifier. You have to get back on that Mega Man X helmet pattern, because I'm editing the video. I was all ready to do it again, and then I got pulled into work for a week, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I'll take the work. I watched the video Abe put in on the 3D print. The cloak spinning shield. I've seen somebody make a 3D print of the shield, the spinning shield thing. The 3D printing kids are out. It's like amazing. And I'm waiting for the day. I know Bamboo is making really good printers, and I'm just waiting for them to come down in price, because I want somewhere I can just grab it, push the button, it prints it, and then people tell me that's what Bamboo does. So, oh, it's the Mega Man X. Yes. Here. Mega Man X. Yes. It's from a Mega Man X helmet. I did this build, shot a video, and then I ended up going to work. Then my Macintosh died. Becky says it's Emily's engineer. Looks like her Doom guy. Oh yeah, I've seen that when she was doing the whole made muscle suits and stuff. Oh, modifier. No, I'm saying if you're done, don't worry about it. I'm just saying that I'm editing. I still got to get the video done. I got a lot of footage to go through, so it's taking a while. Not yet. Just if you once I get closer, because I have to watch the video because I forgot I forgot half the stuff I did to make this helmet. It's been a while. So usually I edit the video right after I build it, so I know what I can cut out and what I don't have to cut out. But it's been so long, I have to go through all this footage. I'm like, oh, I forgot what I did, so I have to watch. So it's taking a while to edit because I forgot all the stuff I did. So it's ridiculous. But I know people are really pumped about the Mega Man X helmet, and I made that for Anime LA, which I got to reach out to those guys and let them know I want to come back this year. My kiddo's got me some good 360, dude, Revenant monsters. That's what I need. I need people who can pull game models from me and just show me so I can rotate and see things. I always want to build something, but you can never see it in the game. Oh, Zap, you like it? Thank you, Zap. I'm working on it, Zap. Trust me, I'll get it to you. Oh, the 3D arm skin is amazing. Hold on, let me check something really quick. Yeah, let's put a little. It's good on the foam, but let's put a little more in the fabric. Yeah, because most of it's soaked in. So let's do this. Like that. Let's do this again. And some foam. I always have my bin of foam scraps. Always good to have these guys next to your workspace. So when you need them, you just go like this. Therefore you don't have to smear glue with your fingers. Just take a piece of scrap foam, just like that. Just like that. All right, now. Hair dryer. Off. Look at open them. I was trying to find the off switch. Anyway, this little button right here, when you press it, this turns off the heat and you just have air. So when I was doing this, mostly was using the heat. air is the best. When you're blowing something that close, you don't want to use the heat. Just use moving air. Moving air dries the glue so much faster than heat does. Just keeping the air moving, it's all it needs. So now this looks pretty dry. Let's push it on. All right, here we go. Push, push, push like that. Make contact like this, like that. So now, see, it's become, see, this is what I wanted to get. So now when I put the mask on, I know that the neck flap I'll tell you what I need to probably do. I need to cut this a little bit more just for my mouth. So let's just very carefully. Open that up just a little bit more for my face. All right. So we have right now, we only went this far. Let's unzip it, right? So we still all this room back here. Got the hoodie. Because this is what the zipper does. It pulls this all in. You know, I'm gonna go. Let's go a little. I want to go a little more back here before we pull this all off. Let's go. I'm very confident. This is very stretchy. So let's do. Hold on. Let's go about there. So, right there. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to apply just a little bit more right up here. And I'm very confident that that and Yeah, just one more thin coat. One more thin coat on the fabric mostly. The foam's fine. Just want to get the just right there. Just get that done. That and I think it already stuck. Right, just gonna use like that. Push. All right. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and slide this off. I got to pull these here. Sorry. Go by here and remove the tabs here, like that. Let's freeze that up. Freeze that up. See, got that. That is stuck here. Flip it over to the other side. Do the same thing. I'm gonna free it up. That perfect. All right. Slide off the head. Yep, this comes right off, which is perfect. Excellent. Now the moment of truth. She's having... there's a red suit means boss dude. Oh, sorry. She's having a bad day. She's a baby on flush. Indie cosplay rated. Hey, really quickly. Oh, guys, really quickly. Hi. For you people watching this on Twitch, I'm also dual streaming on YouTube at the same time. So the chat is open on YouTube. So unfortunately, I'm missing the chat on Twitch. But thank you so much, Indie Cosplay. Thank you so much for your continued support and for your raid. Thank you. Thank you. Today we're making the Feral Ghoul tunic right here. So we're gonna actually, after doing all this Indie Cosplay, you're again, I know Indie Cosplay. I met them in Germany. I think or Frankfurt, which one kind I went to, but I remember seeing you guys and it was so great. And you really guys are creative. They did some really badass cyberpunk stuff. I remember it was insane. Welcome. So today, guys, we're going to slip this on and we're going to put on the mask. We'll see how this works. So what am I realize I have to put it on and turn the zip around to zip it up. That's going to be interesting. Because I can't turn it around with the hood on, right? It's going to be, yeah, because usually I can spin it around and zip it up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that with the, Let's give this a shot, shall we? It'll probably have to be somebody helping me zip it up. I was trying to see if I could do it by myself, but who knows? It probably won't be the. And I need to trim up the top of my. Nah, you know, it's funny. I shouldn't have trimmed off the chin so much because it looks like I should have trimmed off more on the top. I'm trying to keep the beard hidden. I mean, it does. See, underneath the lip where I cut it, I shouldn't have cut that. That thing was not that accurate. I should have let that fabric on. Yeah, I should have. No, damn it, Ted. You should always test fit before you trim things. That was a mistake. Well, hey kids, learn from your mistake, because I should have trimmed off the top, not the bottom, because the bottom would have came up on my lip and would help me cover my beard. But, yeah. Let me see if we can zip this up from behind. I should be able to, right? I can feel it. I can line it up. Oh, there it goes. All right, it's zipped up. Ta-da! And you dumbass. Yeah, I trimmed. I had the lip, which would have been perfect. Would have came up here and helped me cover my beard, but unfortunately, I jumped the gun and trimmed it because there were some inaccuracies there. So there's more on the top. So I should have trimmed the top and left the bottom. So again, people, do not trim anything until you try it on first. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, now, tell you what, let's make a mark, and so I can cut these eye things a little bit more accurate. Hold on. That was such a rookie mistake, too. Ugh, damn it. Rookie mistake. Well, I'm glad I can zip it back up. I can unzip it myself, which is cool. I can zip it up and unzip it myself, which is awesome. One thing about making costumes, it's cool. It's good to have help, but it's always decent to have something where you can dress yourself a little bit. If push come to shove, if I want to, I could probably stitch a little bit more fabric on this, but I think once I get the mask on, you're not going to see it. But now I have my Sharpie mark right here, which is high on my head. But let's trim that so I can actually see it of this costume. Right there. And then we'll put it back on and we'll put the mask on. Yeah, the spandex hood stretches quite a bit. That's what I pretty much was planning on. So once you get it's really sheer and very stretchy, so it gave me a lot of freedom. So I can glue it right up the side of my ears and things. And it allows me to have, but it's got that all blended in. Looks really nice. Got a little bit of space in the back. So let's do it. Let's get this back on again. And again, this is all this looseness, which is great. I did this so I can have it contact just the edges I want, so it allows me to grab the hoodie like this, and allows me just to hold my head through it. Yeah. Just like that. So I can pull on it, not pull on the foam or the fabric, because when you're doing this, When I'm pulling the hood on, I'm using the fabric. Do not, when you're making this, don't pull on this, because your chance of ripping or tearing is a lot more, but the fabric is super strong. So when you put the hoodie on that says the foam has a little bit of that spandex neck piece, I left loose so I can grab it. Gives it the stretchability so I can pull it and pull it over my head. And I can come back here now and feel for the zipper and line it up. Hold on, give me a second. Make sure it's all the way down. Got it. Got it. And it's all zipped up. My head's in. Now, the moment of truth. Oh, it goes on so much easier with the spandex hood on, right? Yeah, it does. A lot easier. I might have to cut more spandex hood because it's pushing the spandex over my eyes. I'm putting this mask on. Maybe oh, come on. Sorry, hold on, wait. There it goes. Okay. So I got my Ghoul. I got the neck. Look at that, huh? That's all right. That feels great. I can feel this. It's just the mask thing. It's just on the edge of the mask. So I think what I'll end up doing is I might put a little hair on the back of my neck, the back of the helmet, the back of the headpiece, that is, so I can cover a little bit of the seam. But it feels pretty flush. I think I could have almost gone a little bit higher on the neck thing, but still pretty decent. Not bad. I can feel it. Feels good. I still have a little neck flap thing I'm going to make. That looks great. Yes. And definitely going to have to, hold on. Definitely need to trim more off. I had to wiggle around quite a bit to get the... to get my eye holes to come out. I can't tell you how happy I am. I can unzip this thing and put it on by myself. Ta-da! Wow, this turned out great. I'm really happy. Because, again, this is my first time doing something like this. I'm like, this should work. I hope it does. I'm catching with chat. This tape. Elsie's costume fit booth. Oh, fix booth. Worst comes to worst, you can go over there and ask them to do some embarrassing things. I've been just many times at conventions and center parking lots. Me too, Becky. That's when I get dressed. When I go to cons, I'm always in the parking lot. When I do like my red demon costume at Monsterpalooza, I dress in the parking lot. Oh, goes, I want a warm welcome. Hello from Sweden. Hey, Sweden. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Sweden. Hold on. Let me reach. Wait, where's my sign? Hey, Sweden, stick around. We're going to have a little bit of a giveaway. Hold on. Hold up. Where's my sign? Oh, Ted. Where'd I put that damn thing? Yeah, well, it's somewhere. Had my like and subscribe button thing I always like using. Anyway, it goes to show you how organized I am. I'm kind of things all over the place. Oops, sorry, I bumped the mouse here. What's going on? let me trim this. Let me trim the eye holes a little bit higher up again too, because when I was putting on the spandex fabric was going over my eyes when I was slipping the hood on. But it's this looks great. Really, I'm really happy with it. So I can't wait. Let's start. Get this all stitched up. We're gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna show you guys really quick, and we'll call it on this thing, on this, at least this part of the costume. Yay! We didn't see the beard. Oh, Becky, that's great. Yeah, you're right. Because I realized too, the mouth, since it made the eye holes lower, the jaw comes down really far. So yeah, you won't see them. I think if you look inside the mouth, you might see the beard. But I might put a little mesh on the inside of the mask, a little black mesh, so I can still breathe, but you won't see so much inside. But yeah, it's turned out great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch this back onto the head cast. There's one thing I need to do really quick. Just put this guy back on. Okay. So now that we have this, I want to do a little bit of rubber on this, and I'll show you what I mean. I have a chip brush. I wish I'm smaller. Do you have any better chip brushes? Am I out of chip brushes? I might be. Let me double check. Where's my rubber here? Oh, it's right here, guys. I'm sorry. This is the rubber I use, the base of it. Even though it's got contact cement, it's all glued on pretty good. Just an extra little oomph. What I like to do is that sweat, body sweat over time really attacks contact cement. If you have a costume, to get mileage out of it, just over time, it'll start to delaminate a little bit from the sweat. So what I do is I just take a little bit of latex and we'll cover the seams where the contact cement is and the fabric. So just a little, definitely a good rubber seal on it, so it'll keep it from delaminating over time. So I like to do that. And again, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little thin coat, a little rubber coat on this. And then where the fabric and the foam join, just get a little bead of latex on that. Oh, really quickly, I want to show you the latex I'm using. This is HX80. It's a brushable mold making latex for making molds. And the reason I like using this stuff is because it is vulcanized rubber and it sticks to itself. So when it's bone dry, you can still brush latex on dry latex and it'll dry. Now normally like slip-cast rubber has a window of time where it's wet and you can brush it and you can put multiple layers if you want to. But if it dries completely and you come back the next day and try to add rubber to it, it won't stick. It'll delaminate from itself because it's already cured. It's like the molecule's closed. Where vulcanized rubber is designed for it to stick to itself when it dries, so you apply it on layer and layer and layer. So I say when you buy this, be sure, if you want to experiment with this stuff, go through my Amazon link to help me. If you want to buy this, go to my website, eviltedsmith.com. I have it listed here on my supply list. Click on that link, and when you buy it, I get a little bit of kickback. So I love this product. And when I introduce people, I ask, if you end up using it, please buy it through my link on Amazon. Thank you. Passing my knowledge onto you guys and giving me a little bit of kickback. Because they're not sponsors, but if you buy it through me, I do get help with that. So, because that'd be great if these guys were sponsors, because I use their stuff a lot. I'm going to do one more thin coat. There you go. All right. This turned out great. This really did. So happy. It worked. Yay! Also, just a little helpful tip. When you're dealing with stuff like with glues and paints, things like, especially rubber, this brush, I cut the handle off of it so I can leave it in there. So when I'm done, I just drop it, close the handle, put the lid on there, drop the handle on there. Because cutting the tip off the brush allows me to close the lid. So therefore, you can use the same brush over and over and over again. Sometimes, if you just do that and then use a chip brush, then you're just going through brushes. So save the brushes, have one, cut the handle off where you can leave it in the jar, so you always have a paintbrush in there to apply your rubber. Because things you learn when you're cheap, like me. Okay, guys, we're back. Sweden, thank you again. Is Sweden still here? Is Sweden still here? There's a little game we play here. We do giveaways. Also, looking for some Canadians. Is there any Canadians in chat? It looks like a condom. Woo! Oh, it's a J Games from Sweden. J Games, you still here? Let's do this. We do giveaways. I have looking also for Canadians. Any Canadians in Calgary or Edmonton, where they're having GamesCon Canada's happening, and I have passes. I have weekend passes for that convention. It's action packed. There's going to be a lot of great guest games and whatnot. I'll be there doing my 2 workshops. I have one I'm doing on Friday and one on Sunday, and they are sold out, I've been told. So, but it'd be cool if you guys are there. You can come by and watch the class, and you'll learn something. But it's a hands-on workshop. Everybody's going to be making a foam helmet, and I'm going to walk them through it, how to do it, and how to make their own helmet. Good times ahead. So, but we have giveaways. We have, I do 8x10s, and hold on, make sure everything is in piles here, because there's different piles. There's the cosplay pile and the movie pile, which I need to get. There's a friend of mine, Desert Rose Cosplay, that's going to move to LA, and I want to hit her up for doing a costume. I have a costume, but I need to do a photo shoot of the costume. I need to get somebody in it, so. I have some paper too. I need some paper. Paper, Ted. Paper. Okay. 0. We are doing a giveaway. I always do try to do giveaways on my stream. And I have 8x10s I do. But I want to raise the stakes a little bit here. Let's do something else. Hold on. I need to get some padded envelopes too so I can be able to do this. Yes, probably have to get some padded envelopes. All right. I have 8x10s I give away, and we have different categories on my 8x10s. We have the, I'll tell you what, how about we do this, and then people can pick what they want, instead of me going through all this. Let's pick a number. So we're going to do some 8x10s. There's 2 categories. There's the movie 8x10s and the cosplay 8x10s. And I'm going to take a number between 1 and 10. I always find it works faster if we have that number from 1 to 10. And you guess the number between 1 and 10. And you... Stop. I have to write it down first, guys. Stop. I haven't wrote anything down. Stop throwing numbers in. Yeah, I want to make. I gotta get a board picture. I'd love to. I get a picture of my board costume. Okay. Now, for the 8x10s, you need dice for this. You know something, Becky? You're absolutely right. We do need dice. I think dice would be a better way to go. I just throw the dice. And I just throw the dice, and you have to guess. So how would the dice work, Becky? Everybody had to pick a number, and I throw the dice. All right. Here we go. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, tell you what, guys, I'll get dice next time. So I got a number starting now from 1 to 10 for any 8x10 from movie to cosplay. Go now. What number? I have it in my hand right here. Give me a number from 1 to 10 for the 8x10s. Jesse Jones. It's 9. Jesse Jones wins again. Jesse. That was so quick. Let's have another one. All right. First of all, let's have Jesse pick out an 8x10 really fast. Hold on. So Jesse, do you want movie or cosplay 8x10s? Which one do you want? You want something from the movies, or do you want something from? That went fast. We're going to do another one, guys. Hold on. Let's get Jesse really sorted out. Jesse, you have to pick on 8x10. Which one do you want? Oh, that's where I have to go through them, right? Okay. We got the barrel zombie from House of a Thousand Corpses. Striker from Guyver. Sten from Guyver 2. And the actual Guyver poster. Oh, Guyver Zonoid from Guyver Dark Hero. And then, of course, the mishmash of all the monsters I played. Oh, it's for my mom. Movie, okay. So, which one for your mom, Jesse? Which one would it be? To your mom. A movie one. Oh, the mixed match. The all the monsters, right? This one? Alright, fantastic. Let's set that over here. Alright. And tell you what, let me grab another one so I can put that in the stack for next time so I don't forget. So funny, I totally forgot. There's Mazo the bug costume. I forgot to put that in the pile. So let me throw that in there. I want that and mix mash. All right. So. Oh, Wendy. Okay. You got it. Hold on. Let me sign this for Wendy really quick. Let me move this out of the way. Oops. All right. It says too windy. Evil's Head 2025. She's dancing. Wonderful. Thank you. All right. I'll put that in my pile over to with the. Oh, and also Jesse. Yeah, you already emailed me your address but I'm old. Just send it to me again. So I don't just throw it. It's the same as the address as mine. I know. I'll go back. I think it's in my mail. I'm pretty sure I didn't delete it. It's probably still in my mail, so I'll go back and get that. And also, Kathy, please follow up. Whatever, Kathy, if you have me, it's wherever you know how to get a hold of me. Please send me your address as well too. That was very quick. So let's try one more. Let's do one more because I wish I had some dice though. A 10-sided dice. I don't. But if we had dice, I guess it'd be a higher number, right? A better chance of, like, the numbers would be higher. So. All right. Let me try one more here. Do one more. Oh, 12-sided dice. Yeah, that makes sense, Becky. I think I have some dice downstairs. So, or 20-sided. True, just increase the odds, right? But then, hold on, guys. I think there's some dice. I think I know where some dice are. Is Jesse disallowed from guessing? Yeah, Jesse, don't play this round. You've already won twice. Oh, there it is. Hey, guys. George. There it is. It's 2. I wrote it down. You guessed it. You get it. There it is. I just wrote it down 2. But guys, next week we'll get dice. Honest to God. So George, what would you like? Do you want a movie? I was gonna guess anyways. That's all right. Boggle. So you're right. Next time I'll roll a dice, put a cup over it, and then Everybody throws a number up and we'll lift up and see what it is. That sounds like fun. Jort, what do you want? Do you want a movie or do you want cosplay? Because the cosplay ones, let me show you the cosplay real quickly. You got Vampire Hunter D, right, from Bloodlust. We have my space guy. I built this for BlizzCon. You know, I'm going to start doing matte finish, so the glossies are too much, I think. Alita Battle Angel. Oh, the Guyver poster. Well, you knew what you want. Okay, hold on. They're like, no. I know what I want. I want a Guyver poster. So be it. Hold on. Cool, because the Guyver poster is actually a real treat. Because this was a thing that the production company, Brian Usna and these guys made to sell the movie. So this was on little flyer, little press kit they'd go out to get people to buy the movie. And that's actually Sean, the actor who plays, Sean Barker, who plays the Guyver. That's him in there wearing it. And, but yeah, there it is. That is the movie poster. So let me set that here. So let me get a white pen for this, and let me replace this one we just did. Keeping track. Put this back in the stack. Oh, Joe, how do you want me to sign this? Is there a name? Ape asked about piles. Piles. I'm sorry, what do you guys... Anyway, how would you like me to sign this? To who? And also, George, please, you need to email me your mailing address. Being uncalled... so Twitch... Okay, sorry. I'm missing all the stuff on the Twitch. Hi, guys. Again, everybody who's watching this, I have it open live on Twitch. Unfortunately, I cannot see Twitch chat. Becky is the one that kind of... oh, for me, Romeo. Oh, Romeo. Hold on, Romeo. Thank you so much. Let me spell this. Write this down so I don't misspell it. Because I'm bad like that. Hold on. So it is. Fantastic. I will sign that to you and do me. Yeah. Oh, you will? Okay. Get me your address so I can get this to you. Let me sign this for you really quick. Get my white marker out. I love these white markers. All right. There it is. It says it's Romeo, Evil Ted. Excellent. Thank you. All right, got that in my pile of things I need to ship. Can I have a Mega Man helmet? Yes, I'm working on it. I am working on it because I need this because I have to have this. I just made this, so I have to have this at my booth when I go to conventions to show people at my pattern. It's so hard. Yeah, I might have to trim this foam. It's a little bit too tight. I think it needs to be. Probably could shave off half an inch of foam, and I think the helmet's too high. It sits high. I want to sit a little bit lower, so I might have to. I put an inch, a strip of inch foam in there. It should have been half inch. Yeah, pull it out and redo that. So anyway, but it came out great. I'm so happy with that helmet. Do it now. Do what now? What were you talking about? Anyway, guys, how are we doing? I have no track of time. I don't have my clock in front of me. Yeah, you take a commercial with my phone in front of me. But excellent. Yeah, I got my pile. You know, it's the more I'm looking at these 8x10s. Oh, it's 10:40 your time. Thank you so much. We're about to wrap it up. Is the one with all the multiple monsters on it? I played a robot in this movie called Robo Warriors, which is kind of an obscure film, but I really like that robot a lot. And I do have some pictures I sent to my Patrina, but I might just make an 8x10 of this guy. This is the made of Spartan from Kung Fu Rascals, and we have a nice, good resolution. I'm gonna ask to talk to her Patrina, see if we have a decent resolution of that, and make that into an 8x10 of that character. And possibly the Bamboo Man. I stuck him on here, but I might just... Not like they would... You know, the reason I kind of put them all on it, because I know by making 8x10s, unless you're a hardcore fan, you know... I don't know if it's worth the trouble to go through and just make an 8x10, but the Robo Warriors is a cool one. That's huge in the Philippines. The character Robo from Robo Warriors. Well, everybody, this was a great stream. Mission accomplished. I got the neck done with the hoodie on it. I'm gonna let that dry. So when we get back, I think we're gonna go ahead and start working on the hands. Is the next thing I want to do. And I'm gonna make big claw hands. I made a video on these like Halloween hand things once too, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a different technique. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I have these black work gloves, and this is when these guys come in handy. I made these just so I could do this. It's with removable fingers, so I can slip them inside the gloves. And I'm going to make monster hands and wrap them and put claws and things and whatnot. But I need to add a little bit more foam to the forearm, so I might make a little bit of a ring or something on here, so it comes just a little bit wider. Come down, so I can make a little bit of a post on these guys. But that's going to be fun. Yeah, I think it's... guys, anybody else have any questions? I want to say thank you, everybody, for hanging out today. And Kevin, again, for your $5 of support, which is always amazing. You do it every time. Again, everybody, I want everybody to know that I'll be, for all you local people in California, I will be at Monsterpalooza, May 30th through June 1st. I'll be also on Saturday at noon. We'll be doing the alien egg. We'll be painting that at the Spray Gunner Spray booth, which I don't have actually their booth number. When you get there, they give you a sheet. They'll show you where everything's at. Also, I am going to be at Games Con Canada. That's June 13th, 14th, and 15th. I'm going to be there working at my booth. I'll be judging the costume contest. I have a hands-on workshop on Friday and Sunday, which are sold out, which is great. I'm just making sure we get the supplies and everything out there. And the foam is sponsored by Red Moon Cosplay. Red Moon Cosplay is helping me sponsor this workshop. He's the foam supplier for Canadians in Canada. So you guys are cosplayers and you're in Canada and you really want to get into cosplay, where to get your supplies at is Red Moon Cosplay in Canada. Calgary, I believe, is where they're at. So, in Edmonton, I think is where they're located. But this was a fun stream, guys. I'm really happy how this came together. I haven't made a costume in so long. I know that it was between this and the GI Robot, but this is more organic because GI Robot kind of falls in the category of what I've already done before with armor and helmets and things like that. I wanted to push myself and try to make something more organic, and it's really coming together. I'm really happy with the neck piece. So next is the arms, which while making the arms, because I probably want to start thinking about the feet too. So I might kind of combine them, doing the hands and the feet at the same time, instead of trying to break them into different categories just to get the costume done a little bit faster. So while I'm working on the hands, I can go back and forth between the hands and feet. So I think I have some shoes downstairs, some slippers that I might make into ghoul feet. So I'm going to look at the game. I think they're just humanoid feet. Fun fact, when they made the movie Die Hard, people don't realize this, but being barefoot, Bruce Willis had to do all this thing where he had to run around and do stuff in the movie, up down steps and run scaffolding and whatnot. So all the shots of him running a lot, they made shoes that looked like bare feet. So he actually had shoes he would slip on, and they were sculpted feet. So all the shot of him running up and down the steps in the movie for durations of time was he just had shoes that had little rubber feet on. So all the close-up stuff when they was talking to dialogue or hands-on fighting or whatever, he had bare feet on. But most of the time, he had these rubber shoes he wore, so people didn't realize it. It's a nice, and also it was a neat little trick that John McTiernan wanted at the movie when had the guy be without shoes and loses shoes. Fun fact. All right, guys. Thank you so much again for everybody for hanging out. Please, if you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, which I lost my sign, which I just had this morning. I don't know where I put it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and if you really want to help, jump over to my website, eviltedsmith.com, where I have numerous patterns, have some that are for free. And also, if you do any shopping, please, if you shop through Amazon and buy anything, go through my link. If you buy supplies or you're buying things for your friends and family, if you use my link, I get kickback, which helps me a lot, especially in this time. It'd be great because the industry is basically dead. I'm lucky to even get the jobs that I get. Always people coming on and saying that I'm not working. It's everybody's not working because there is no industry anymore. It is basically dead because the producers and studios were so dumb that they held out instead of just agreeing to the terms that what people wanted could have been solved, and then they would have the money and go right back into production. But what they did was they stayed and locked down and basically spent all their money just losing millions and millions of dollars on a weekly basis. So that by the time they got settled, they were bankrupt. So they didn't have the money to go into production anymore because they burned it all up. So there's no work. So everybody's out of work. So they both lost. Yeah. Studios basically went bankrupt because of that. That's on them, not us. So just middle note, what happened to studios is they bankrupt themselves because they're greedy bastards. So I have no sympathy for all the big studios going under. I want to be sad, but I'm not. I think it's just so well deserved. Don't I? Okay. Sorry I got on that rant. Email address done, and the Ghoul looks great. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Guys, thanks so much again. And I'll take care before I start ranting again. Catch you next. We'll be back next Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be working on the Ghoul hands and feet. So we'll be back next week with hands and feet, which is exciting. That's the part I've been wanting to get to. See you guys then, okay? Take care.